Welcome to the Wealth Transfer with TC. Today I'm going to be discussing some of the different prophetic pricing points for the Bitcoin flash crash. Now, many people have seen Bitcoin crash to zero from different pricing points, anywhere from $10,000 or $20,000 all the way up from $300,000. So I'm going to discuss a theory I have concerning some of these different prophetic pricing points and why we haven't seen it yet. And then I'm also going to talk about the crypto flash crash in general and kind of do a little bit of education with this video concerning that. Now, first, before I get started, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just sharing information, giving you my thoughts and my opinions on that information. Now, currently, Bitcoin is at $65,556, and it is April the 3rd of 2024. Now, as I've shared previously, folks, I am just waiting for Bitcoin to make its move, whether it's going to go up or down. I'm prepared for all scenarios. I'm really kind of looking to get past that 75,000 mark into the 80,000 mark, and I don't know when that's going to happen or when that's going to take place. Just like I don't know when the flash crash is going to happen or take place concerning Bitcoin and the crypto markets. Right? Despite putting all the information together, looking at all the different prophetic dreams, there's nothing that shows anything about any kind of time frame or date or anything like that. All I know is that there were not a lot of pieces in place that are in place now, and I still foresee more pieces being fit into place. Just like the ETFs was a piece to this puzzle, I believe that there are more pieces that still need to be put into place before it actually takes place. That is my opinion. CoinMarketCap published this article dealing with Bitcoin flash crashes because, I get a lot of heat from people that think I'm crazy talking like this, talking about preparing for a flash crash when it's something that does happen. And some flash crashes are worse than others. Crypto might go from $1 to 25 cents, or there are times when a crypto go from $1 to below a penny. And it has happened. And it has happened on individual platforms. And I'm going to share some of those. With this article here, Bitcoin flash crashes, what you need to know. Right? A Bitcoin flash crash is an unexpected and sudden and brief market crash in the price of Bitcoin, typically caused by algorithmic trading programs. Right? We talked about the flash crash and these bots that are controlling a lot of the trading. In the crypto market, a flash crash occurs when a crypto asset experiences a huge sell-off, then quickly rebounds in a short period. A Bitcoin flash crash refers to a sudden and significant drop in the price of Bitcoin. And that is one of the most important things, that what a flash crash is. It goes down to whatever point it goes down to, and then it rebounds at least closer to the price to where it originally fell from. Right? It goes into examples of the Bitcoin flash crash where it actually plummeted 90% from an all-time high of 67 on the Binance exchange to a low of $8,200. So if anybody at that time had low buy limit orders for, like, say, 10,000, there's a great chance that their order could have been filled. What causes crypto to flash crash? You got humans and computers, right? And I think there's going to be a combination of both things that take place when it comes to this Bitcoin flash crash. Now, flash crashes can happen over a very short period of time. We're talking in minutes to even days. In June 2011, Bitcoin lost 99% over the course of just a few days, dropping from $32 to a penny. Right? This was attributed to a breach of security on Japanese exchange Mt. Gox. So that could happen too as well. That's something else that we've discussed, that there could be some type of virus or hacking that causes, or that is the ignition to cause a major dump in the markets. Now, the impact of a Bitcoin flash crash can be significant and wide-ranging. Effects include significant losses for investors, and as those caught off guard by the price drop may not be able to exit their positions in time. This can erode confidence in Bitcoin and negatively impact market sentiment, leading to a loss of trust and confidence in the stability and reliability of the crypto, as Bitcoin is seen as a leader in the market. This can result in decreased trading volumes and liquidity. Depending on the severity of the flash crash and the underlying causes, there may be long-term effects on the perception of Bitcoin as a viable investment asset. And this is what I tell you guys. When it comes to this, when this flash crash happens, and it depends on the situation. It could be a situation where everybody decides to dump. It could be a situation where it just happens. Hedge funds are going to lose cryptocurrency, right? So there's going to be a time when people are not going to be able to trust the markets. If the flash crash was to happen today, it's not like all the wealth of the wicked is going to be transferred over to the righteous just because there's a flash crash, right? It's going to, like I said, there's going to be a loss of trust. Now, I'm just going to point out different flash crashes, right? Here was one when Dogecoin, this is back in 2022, when it was over 20-something cents, it flash crashed to 0.006. This was a flash spike where Bitcoin, I believe this was on Binance, it went from 16,000 to 143,000. And we saw on, if you guys remember, on L-Bank, it went from 16,846 to 2,500. Then if you guys remember, there was a flash crash here dealing with XRP, went from 41 cents to 10 cents. Here we got another flash crash that went from 60 cents down to, looks like, just a little bit below 5 cents. So flash crashes do happen, and they happen on individual platforms. That's why I shared with you to put in low buy limit orders to prepare for those types of flash crashes, because they could happen not just corporately, but on individual platforms, right? So it is a reality that this does happen. But I also want to make clear on some of the prophetic dreams that people have had, or visions, and I'm just using one as an example, Michael Lawrence, where he saw Shiba Inu at all these different zeros. I think he said like 8 or 9. And it did this flash crash, and actually 2 of them, right? And we've talked about that there was a double flash crash, right? So the price is going to go all the way down, right, to 8 or 9 zeros, right? Your orders fill, and then it comes right back up to right where it was at before it flash crashed. So that can happen corporately with all the platforms, or it could happen on an individual platform. So one of the things that I wanted to share concerning my theory, and I have studied prophecies concerning the Bitcoin flash crash, and some of these prophecies actually go back to 2020, I believe, right? Maybe towards the end of 2020. But there are some prophetic words and dreams and visions from individuals that I trust. I don't listen to people who give false dates and time frames, right, on cryptocurrencies and stuff. So in presenting this to you, I believe that these pricing points here are from the people that I believe that are the most accurate, right? And we've seen people say, I saw in a dream Bitcoin went from 20,000 to 0, 38,000 to 0, 69,000 to 0, right? 111,000 to 0, 300,000 to 0. Basically, I want to share this. When I look at the flash crash, and I told you it took 10 minutes for the BitMEX flash crash, right? So it went down and then it came back up, but it was a total of 10 minutes. Now, there are some flash crashes that, according to that article that I shared with you, when it was actually over a couple of days. So I'm going to present this as my theory that basically everybody is seeing the same drop to 0. Whether it happens over a 5-minute period, maybe even all the way up to maybe even a week. Right, so I believe, like when we hear about different people, Christopher Harris, Maria Conwell, Love is God, and a few other people, right, they're seeing this drop from this certain point. So it might be very well, this is a theory, that they are all seeing the same exact crash, but they are seeing it from different points. So let's say, for instance, there's a massive hack and there's a big dump, right? And maybe this all takes place in 20 minutes. It goes from 300,000 all the way down to 0 and then all the way back up, right? So we're not talking about a crash to 0. We are talking about a flash crash, right? Where the price goes down and then it comes back up. And so since we've already passed the 20 and the 35 and the 38.40, right, now we're at that 69,000 mark. We haven't hit 75,000 yet, right? So I'm waiting, for me personally, I'm waiting to get into the 80K mark where I feel comfortable. Because right now, it's like you want to prepare for the flash crash, and you want to set all these different low buy limit orders, but then you could be taking money and putting it into the crypto markets and riding it up to the 300,000, right? And then then you start to take profit, maybe between the 150 and the 300,000 mark. I mean, would you rather have it flash crash from here, from the 65,000, 69,000 mark, or would you rather have it flash crash from the 300,000 mark? Right? Because that gives us the opportunity to take profit on other cryptocurrencies. It gives us finance and seed money to get into some of the other investments before this flash crash occurs. Right? Because we know that the economy, we know that it's going to go to zero too, right? There's been prophetic dreams about a major flash crash with the stock market too as well. I don't know if it's at the same time as this one. Might very well be. We know that there is a plan to tank this economy. It's been in the works for a very long time. So again, I'd rather have you use your funds to invest in crypto that's going to give you a return, but also at the same time to prepare for this flash crash. We've been putting in low buy limit orders for Bitcoin on all exchanges for the last couple years. So I encourage also people to think about that and look at that in your strategy overall, because it's more than just Bitcoin or Ethereum or XRP. There are other cryptocurrencies too as well. So you guys tell me what you think. Would you rather have it flash crash right now, or would you rather have it flash crash at 150,000 or 300,000? Right? And how long do you think that this flash crash is going to happen? Right? It could happen over a 5-minute period all the way up to maybe even a week. Right? And do you think that they could all be seeing the same event? I was thinking about the double flash crash, right? That could all happen all within that short period of time. Where people are thinking Bitcoin's rebounding to 10,000 and then it goes right back down to zero. When it comes to your buy and sell limit orders, you're going to have to be quick with your fingers if we have the ability to even do that. Because people have reported that when this event happens, that people can't even log into their trading accounts. But there will be some people that will be able to. So that's all that I have for this today, folks. Hopefully you guys have learned something and that I have triggered some thought there. And I thank you guys for your support and those who support this channel. And I thank you guys for listening. God bless. TC out.